Welcome to day 9 of the 30-day MyDFIR SOC Analyst Challenge, which is a challenge that I created for the sole purpose of helping aspiring SOC analysts obtain practical experience in 30 days. If you're interested in following along, I would highly recommend that you pause the video and start from day 1. By the end of this video, you'll have Sysmon installed onto your Windows server that you created in day 5, and will also confirm that the server is generating Sysmon logs. Let's get started. The first thing you want to do is Google Sysmon and then select the first link, which is the learn.microsoft.com. For today's objective, we are going to be installing and configuring Sysmon on our Windows Server machine that we spun up. And again, as of recording, Sysmon's version is version 15.15. Now, depending on when you're watching this, it might be a newer version, but the process for installing and configuring Sysmon should be the same. Because we are installing this on our Windows machine, I am going to go over to Voucher, and I'll take a look at my Windows Server public IP address, which is 149.248.59.41. And yours is going to be different. Essentially, what I'll be doing is connecting to my server via remote desktop. So I'll paste in the IP address there and type in administrator for the username. As for the password, let's take a look here. Copy that and paste it in. Now, you can always work within the console itself, but my preference is using RDP. Now that I am connected to my Windows server, I'll go ahead and clear out the screen and let's open up Edge. To install Sysmon, let's just go ahead and Google Sysmon and then we'll select this one right here, which is Sysmon-sysinternals Microsoft Learn. And this is the one. We have version 15.15. Click on this download Sysmon button here. And just as an FYI, when you're on this page, if you scroll all the way down, you will start seeing the different event IDs. And again, this is very useful to know, especially when you're investigating a potential compromise. Now that our Sysmon is downloaded, let's head over to our downloads folder here. I'll click on this folder icon, and then I'll right-click Sysmon and extract all. Click on extract, and now we have 3 different binaries. Perfect. The next thing we want to do here is download the configuration file for Sysmon. A very popular configuration file that a lot of people use is Olaf's Sysmon configuration. And similar to what we did with Sysmon, simply Google Sysmon Olaf configuration. And we want to select the GitHub one. And hey, look at that. I can see my video. That's pretty cool. On Olaf's Sysmon GitHub page, you want to scroll down and select the Sysmon config.xml, and then select raw, which is on the right hand side. Now right click and select save as, and then we can save this configuration file inside Sysmon's directory. And I'll leave it as Sysmon config. Click on save, and we should now see it under our Sysmon directory, which we do. Perfect. So now what we want to do is open up a PowerShell window. So I'll type in PowerShell, and I'll run it as an administrator by right-clicking and selecting Run as Administrator. And then we want to change into the directory of where our Sysmon is located in. So I'll click on the address bar and right-click, copy, then type in CD and paste. I'll type in dir, and there you go. I am confirmed that I am within the same directory as my Sysmon binary and my configuration file. Before I install Sysmon, just as a proof of concept here, I am going to type services, and I am going to open up my Windows Event Viewer. When we install Sysmon, it will install a service, and we'll be able to see the logs captured by Sysmon using the Event Viewer. Starting with the services, it is going to be called Sysmon. So I'll type in S and then scroll down. We currently do not see Sysmon anywhere. And then over to my Event Viewer, I'll expand Applications and Services, and then Microsoft, Windows, and let's make this a little bit bigger, that way it's a lot easier to see. And then if I scroll down all the way to S, I should not see Sysmon. Yeah, I do not see it. And that is because we haven't installed it yet. So let's go back over to our PowerShell window. And to install Sysmon, all we need to do is type in sysmon64.exe, and I'll hit tab for auto completion. By hitting tab, it added a // for me. If I just hit enter, it'll provide me with some of the flags that I can use. For example, with -C, we can update our configuration file. -I will install a service and driver, -M will install the event manifest, S will print configuration, and U will uninstall service. And it also shows how we can install it. So it says sysmon64.exe -I config file. And that's exactly what I'll be using. So let me clear out the screen just to make it a little bit more neater. Do sysmon64.exe and hit tab again. Just to make sure we're good to go, I'll type in -I to install, and then I'll point it over to my Sysmon configuration file. I'll type in Sysmon and hit tab. This is not it because it's the executable, 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 and finally the configuration file. Now I am going to remove the // because we do not need that. And then I'll hit enter. From here, it'll pop up a license agreement. Simply click on agree. And there you go. Within a couple seconds, Sysmon should be installed. Opening up our services. And what I'll do is refresh my services by clicking on the refresh button at the top. And there you go. I do see my Sysmon 64 and it is currently running. Awesome. For my Windows event viewer, let's see here. Sysmon. There is no Sysmon yet. Let's close out our event viewer and open it again. So type in event viewer, expand our applications, Microsoft, Windows, and then scroll all the way down until we see S. And we have Sysmon. Let's go ahead and expand this one here and click on operational. And we can see our first event ID, which is 3. And again, if we're not sure what that is, we can go back over to our Sysmon documentation and scroll all the way down until we see event ID 3. And we can see it here. So the event ID 3 will capture network connections. You have successfully installed and configured Sysmon onto your Windows Server machine up in the cloud, and have also confirmed it is generating events. In the next video, I'll go over how we can start pushing both Sysmon and Microsoft Defender logs into our Elasticsearch instance. As a reminder, I'll be doing a giveaway where one lucky winner will win a free voucher for the MyDFIR SOC Analyst Course. And additionally, there will be 3 one-month passes for TryHackMe up for grabs. Details are provided in the description down below. If you're an aspiring SOC analyst, I would highly encourage you to participate to level up your practical skills. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe if you want to. Remember to stay curious and do things differently.